Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids, elementary and high school age, and today I'm going to be sharing my March goals progress as well as kind of what's going on in April. So let's get started. Okay guys, so if you saw my video for my March goals, which I will leave linked in the description box, you will know that February was kind of like all over the place for me. Part of it was because I was in a bit of a, winter slump, I guess. I had the blahs and I wasn't accomplishing as much as I had hoped to accomplish. Part of it was because I was sick. I knew we were busy with homeschool. It was just a lot of things. And going into March, I wasn't entirely sure what I would be able to get done because we're finishing up our homeschool year right now. So most of my time is going to that. It's focusing on homeschooling my kids. It's focusing on planning for the next homeschool year and just trying to finish up all of these subjects and things. And so I don't have a whole lot of extra time to do stuff. Now, as I've been thinking about my spring refresh, which I have not quite done yet, but I am going to do that soon and share more about how I kind of structure my year as a whole, I realized that one of my goals, this will probably be a repeat in the spring refresh when I do that video as well. But one of my goals is this Rhythms of Renewal goal. And I'm using the book Rhythms of Renewal by Rebecca Lyons to kind of go through these different rhythms that she has. Well, the first quarter I've been focusing on rest. And I realized that as I'm focusing on rest, it's really hard for me to also simultaneously be super productive on these big projects. And there was definitely like a push and pull between that goal, my Rhythms of Renewal goal, and the focus on rest during the first quarter, and all of my other action plans. Now, I have done quite a bit with my goals in the first quarter. I'm feeling really good about things, but I have noticed that kind of internal struggle of where to place more of my energy. And rest, when I'm trying to rest, it's definitely difficult to try and be productive at the same time. So let's go through March, and then when we get into April, you'll see how things are going to be toned way back as we finish up our homeschool year. So when I went through my break it down section in March, I knew these declutter and weekly home projects sections may not get accomplished. I wrote them down hoping that I would be able to take some time to do these two things, because typically in the first quarter of the year, I do a lot of decluttering and reorganizing and shoring up routines and making sure things work exactly how I need them to. Now, I did do some of that, but not as much as I expected. And so those two sections did not get done at all. And I did not give myself any credit for that. Now, vacation plans, homeschool, and homeschool planning, I did quite a bit with that because those really have been my focus areas. And so I've given myself quite a bit of credit here. Vacation planning, I did a lot of that. I'm not completely done, but I am where I needed to be. Homeschool current year, that was just a focus area. So I knew that I needed to make sure I was spending my time there. We're not done with our homeschool year yet, but we are getting very close. Homeschool planning for next year, again, I gave myself full credit. I knew that I was not going to be completely done with homeschool planning for next year. That is not something that will be done until June. Typically, right before we start our new homeschool year in July is when I finish up all of my planning and research and understanding the books that we're going to be reading, etc. Implement the tech routine and margin routines. Now, I talked a lot about this in my membership community. We went through the whole routines workbook. I will leave a link for that workshop if you're interested in joining. And I walk through every step of how I use that routines workbook to come up with this tech routine, communications routine, and subsequently also a margin routine to kind of fill in some of that extra time that I was removing from internet usage during the day. It has been so interesting to me to see how that works. And I'm still adjusting. It is not fully 100% perfect. It probably won't be for several months. It takes a while to really build a new habit or a new routine. But I have noticed that I am not spending my time on the computer during the day, which is which was my entire thing. I just wanted to do my computer work first thing in the morning, and then once we're done with school, do a little bit more computer work and then kind of be done. And I have been doing that, and it has been absolutely amazing to just not even pick up my phone, not check in Facebook or Instagram or anything, and just instead read or chat with my kids or bake something in the kitchen or, do a puzzle or something fun like that. It has just been so wonderful. And this is kind of the culmination of my rest, rhythm, exploration, this tech detox that I've talked about a lot. It's just been so worthwhile to me, and I hope that it continues, and I hope to also encourage my kids to take a little bit more time off of screens. It's hard because a lot of our passion projects for everybody in the family are screen related. I love to create videos and edit videos. I love to work, which is why I have this great community and my Facebook group. I love all of that stuff, but I don't want it to take over my life. I don't want everything that I'm doing to be online. So it's been really nice. I feel really good about that. And I think understanding how much work I've done with readjusting how I use technology, readjusting how I structure my day. So when I do have margin times, instead of defaulting to work tasks or to-do list items, I'm kind of not doing that and taking a little bit of time to rest. It's really feeding my soul, and I definitely recommend it. It's been so wonderful. I do talk about it at length in my membership community. If you want to come over and join us, I would love for you to come join us. Budget and spend tracking, I did that this month as well. Monthly reset I haven't done because I'm filming this before my monthly reset day. And then my weekly action items, weekly planning, homeschool planning, food prep. Weekly planning I've done every week. Homeschool planning I've done every week. Food prep I have done 3 out of 4 weeks. And then for my daily action items, my AM and PM tech routines, I've done pretty good job. I'm trying to hold myself to not working on the weekends, which is a challenge for me because those are guaranteed times where I'm not having to focus so much time on my kids because they kind of do their own thing on the weekends. I don't have to homeschool. My husband's around. It's a little bit easier to have some dedicated time to work on work tasks, but I'm trying to not be in that instant communication, constant communication mode on the weekend. I can still work and do projects like video editing or writing a blog post or whatnot, but I'm not in my Facebook group constantly answering questions and such. Margin, I have done a pretty good job, not every day. Some days are good, some days are not so good. And then my dailies, I'm doing pretty much every day during the week. And then I'm trying to do more of a deep clean on Mondays. And so I'm not doing things on Sundays because I am working a little bit towards that Sabbath rest, trying to take the time for Sabbath rest during the week. It's something I'm still working on. So we still have several days left in the month of March, and I know that I'm not going to get to the decluttering and home management tasks, so I've kind of let them go, and I'm trying to focus on the fact that we just need to get through homeschooling, and once we get through homeschooling, then I can move on to some other things. So I'm going to turn the camera around and share what I'm working on in April, which is going to be very pared down, and that is just the way it is. So let's get into what I have planned for April. Okay guys, so let's get into April. It's a little weird because I have started a little bit of my spring refresh, a little bit. I know that I said that I haven't really done too much, and I haven't, and I will have a part 1 video soon, but April is just going to be a little bit different, I think. I just I don't really know. So the first goal that I really have is to finish our homeschool year. And we are getting very close to being done, which is awesome. I'm so pleased about it. But there is still some left to do. Jack has finished his foreign language. We're almost done with history. So I think what I'm going to do is how am I going to put this? Maybe I will list out the subjects. Okay, so what I'm doing is just putting each kid, because some will end sooner than others. Lucy is already done with science. Jack is already done with foreign language. The other part of finishing our homeschool year is to put together end of year reports, end of year reviews. I do not know if I will get to that in April. More likely that will be a May task, but I may be able to start some of that this month. I'm not sure. I'm telling you that it's pared down, but it's it's not feeling all that pared down. Plan 2024, 2025. And for this, I did a lot of brainstorming and everything last quarter. Brainstorm, placing my pre-4-1 order, checking SATs, checking what books we have. So in April, what I need to do is finalize resources that we're going to be using. I need to purchase any new resources, a little too thick for that marker side. I need to chat with the kids about passion projects, and then I need to decide on a start date. And the reason that I decide on a start date now is so that I know when I have to have everything ready by. I'm not sure if we will start right after the 4th of July, if we will wait until later in July, if we'll wait until after Jack's birthday in August. Each year, I let the kids decide how they want to kind of structure their year as they've gotten older. And so I need to just kind of sit down with them and figure that out, and then map out our year as a whole. The other thing that I want to do is the end of year questions that I do every year. This kind of connects to the end of year reviews, but it's a printable that I made, I don't know, maybe 6 years ago. And I answer those, it's like 8 to 10 questions that I answer every year about our year as I'm thinking ahead to next year. So those are the two homeschool related things that I'm hoping to do in April. We will see. This will most likely be done. This may partially get done. I am not going to be doing anything with my Continue to Cultivate a Life-Giving Home. I'm not going to put down any big projects for that. I am going to put down for my Creating a Rhythm of Renewal goal, I am going to put down the second rhythm in here, the restore rhythm, and I want to read through this, but I don't need to break that down. Maybe I will put it down here, because I don't know. Okay, so this is all I'm going to put for the break it down section for April. It is possible that as we finish up our homeschool year towards the middle of April, things will change a little bit, and I may find more time to get other things done, and then I would obviously share that with you for the May goals and just talking about my April progress, but this is all I'm going to put for the break it down section. Then over here, I am going to put same priority as last month. Finish homeschool strong. I'm not going to put encouraging words because I don't really need any. Sometimes I will have encouraging words, but often I don't. So I will put for my monthly action items, finish homeschool, plan 2024-2025, end of year assessments. So this is all under my passion projects goal, and I combine my homeschooling and my passion projects together because it's kind of two parts. First part is my own passion projects, and then it is also facilitating my kids and their passion projects and helping them figure out what works, what doesn't, what they're interested in, all of those types of things. I was using the wrong end of the marker again. Read, restore, rhythm. I would also like to put Sabbath rest on here. I don't know. This is part of the rest rhythm from this book, and it is something that I'm still kind of working on, and hopefully soon it will be better. I will put weekly planning, homeschool planning. I'm actually going to put my work project up here, which is planner launch, because that is coming soon from Erin Condren, which I'm really excited about. I will also put my monthly reset day, which is going to be what day? 4/25. And then my budget, I will put spend tracking because I am trying to work on that weekly. And then for my dailies, it is going to be my communication routine, my margin routine, and I think I'm also going to put walk. And those are the only 3 that I'm going to put down for this month. So this is definitely looking like not very many things. It's looking like not too many things. And you know what? That is totally okay. I would like to be able to say that I will get more done in April, but for the time being, I really just need to focus on making sure that we are finishing the homeschool year. If we finish the homeschool year and I find that I have a lot more time to get other things done, then I will definitely add more things because I do like to stay busy, as I've said, although maybe I will spend more time reading and doing that kind of stuff. I don't know. We'll see. Okay guys, so this is what I have planned for April. It is not all that much. I know it's not. And I was actually trying to see if I could come up with some fun little stickers to put on here, which maybe I will, even though Easter is in March. I will put some of these Easter-like stickers on here. Easter is so early this year, and that's okay. That is okay. This one I think is a really, really good sticker. One thing at a time. I think I need to just focus on that, and maybe this little by little sticker as well. There we go. Okay, so this is April, and I will definitely have my spring refresh probably pretty soon, maybe at the end of this week, and then I will definitely be doing a part 2 of my goals, maybe towards the end of April, or beginning of May, just because I'm really unsure of how I'm going to structure my spring. The spring quarter is April through June, and typically I do April and May, but now I'm kind of considering April through June this year and just shortening my summer months to just July and August, but we'll see. This is April. If you have questions about anything that I talked about, please let me know in the comments, or you can email me. My contact form is always in the description box. I'd love for you to come over and check out my membership community, where we talk a lot more about goals and homeschooling and home management and encouraging one another. It's a really wonderful group. So again, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks guys, bye.